Shout out to Solid Nate. This is a great topic. Thank you, Mr. Book of Ralph for showing up on this Sunday afternoon / evening. Mr. Cornelius Hershey said, Darius, would you use Tinder in Colombia or Brazil? You know what my answer to you is? Have you ever are you a patron or have you contributed to me? Your answer is probably no, right? So my answer to you would be, I'm not going to answer your question. All right. Also, guys, I get a lot of email. I get a lot of text messages from guys after the stream. The fact of the matter is, if you want a one-on-one session with me, please email me. I get tons of text messages about issues they having. Please email me, and we can set up a one-on-one session there. Please. Now, I get this question a lot. This topic it's been thrown out to me, question after question after question. I mean, cold approaching is a thing. Here's the thing: what I know is cold approaching. It's being talked about a lot on YouTube, but as far as men going out there and actually doing it, it doesn't happen. I promise you, it doesn't. No, it isn't. It doesn't. You understand what I'm saying? Now, online dating, we're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna talk about cold approaching. So you guys can sit back and really enjoy this, and you guys, we'll take calls from the Simpot line to get you guys' take on the topic. Okay. A lot of guys ask me, Darius, should I cold approach? Should I talk to you? Should I talk to this woman I see? The fact of the matter is, and I'm going to be honest. Listen, you took the words out of my mouth. 8 times out of 10, you're going to get rejected. So you have a 20%. I'll say 9 times out of 10, you're going to get rejected. It's got to be some sort of how should I say this? I have a boyfriend, or I'm not interested, or whatever the case may be. And I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of the times that shoots men confidence down. I've said this before. In order to cold approach often, like rapidly, I noticed the factor that has to be in play is you have to be really thirsty. You have to be really thirsty for sex. Like I used to cold approach a ton way back when. Oh, of course it's part of the game, but let me let me talk. So in order to really cold approach like a dozen, it's you have to be really thirsty and wanting it. A lot of men cold approach once or twice, 3 times in their life, and that's it. They say, fuck it. I haven't got no results. And that's understandable because I've been there before too. You approach about 3 to 4 women, 5 women here and there, and then you get shot and chopped down. It's like, damn, can't you bitches see I'm trying? I know it hits a lot of men. I remember I told this one female, I said, do you know if you actually approached a guy, you would have a 98% chance of getting that guy's number and y'all hitting it off. As opposed to a woman getting upset and disgruntled simply because she gets approached by a guy she doesn't like. Shout out to Mr. Off the Lean. Darius, why do the women who ghost or give you friends let's be friends speech, but you say no and they come back to you after months of not talking? Well, because the guys that they was fucking with, they those guys didn't want her. They probably pumped and dumped her. See, I understand, guys. And I'm gonna get back to the topic. I don't want to venture off and veer off too much. Women will go for the highest bidder, the highest available guy that they think they can get. Now, the issue is she's fucking a guy who's way more, like about 3, 4 to 5 notches above her. Whether it comes to looks, money, resources, whatever, lifestyle. So, guys, women are getting dick. The average to below average woman is getting dick, but she's not getting dick from men on her level. So she's getting dick from men that are way above her, that's way up here and shit. Because we all know men like to fuck. Let's keep it real. You fuck average to below average women. You fuck women that you knew you wouldn't necessarily approach in real life. That you would never be seen with. Let's be honest. You slid them over to your place, etc., etc. But off the lane, what happened is when a woman tried to ghost you or friend zone you, she what's going on is women don't understand their sexual market value. Women don't understand it. So what's going on? They're going for the highest bidder. They're getting dick. They're getting piped down. But those guys, they know damn well they don't want to be with them long term. So then these women get upset and they get down. So then they possibly come back to you off the lane after they friend zoned you or whatever. See, the friend zone is just like a layaway. Y'all know how Kmart used to have layaway and shit? It's just a layaway for women to just say, okay, I got a whole bunch of guys, so I want to put you here and try all these other guys out before I come back to you. It's just that simple. Okay, let's continue. Cold approaching, do I recommend it? I know this. It does shoot down a man's self-esteem. It really breaks him down. Let's be honest. And when you cold approaching, you have to be literally a savage. And I know guys will say, some guys, it's a part of the game. Well, listen, individuals got to understand, once you get rejected so many different times, after so long, you say, man, is this really it? And then I remember, I never forget, I cold approached this one girl. She's an attractive girl. And I just start asking about her, like what she did for a living, or what's like, did she have her own car? Did she live with her parents? Do you know this bitch did not work out? She didn't have anything going for herself. And I start to think like, is this what we're fucking with? I agree, cold approach does put women above you. And I've heard plenty of times where cold approaching, I remember a guy he said, well, when you cold approach a woman, that gives you the power. No, it really doesn't give you the power. Because the reason he said he gives you the power because you get to choose. That's a lie, because you're still not, you're trying to choose a woman, but ultimately she's got to choose you because you want the number, etc., you want to get laid. I'm going to be honest. Here's the thing. If you cold approach 10 women, you're going to get one of those numbers. Probably, I'll say you'll get 3 numbers. And the 3 numbers that you'll get, 2 of them won't text you back. And 1 of them will be on some flaky type of shit. Yes, I understand. A cold approach is a numbers game. I agree. But I'm going to be honest. If I cold approached 50 women in my life, guess how many I fucked? I'll say 3. Now, when I say cold approach, I mean, I'll say 3 to 5. When I say cold approach, guys, this is cold approach. And I said this before in the previous game. When you go out with the intent of trying to get laid or talk to a woman. That's my definition of a cold approach. Now, cold approach, you could be, let's say you're in class or something. Or let's say you're at a venue. You're in the crowd. Let's say you're at a venue or you're out and about just hanging out or whatever, and you happen to see a woman right there. To me, that's not cold approach. Like, that's my whole thing. Now, can you get lucky? You can. You can. It depends. And a lot of times, guys, when you cold approach, it depends on what's going on in her life. Because honestly, she could have a boyfriend. She could have 3-4 different dudes. She could be on her period. She could, her girlfriend, her best friend, just got her heart broken. So now she hates men. I said this before. Women feed off each other. So if her best friend got her heart broken and now her best friend says, okay, fuck all men. You know what her friend gonna say? The girl you trying to talk to? She gonna say, okay, well, fuck all men too. That happens often. Trust me, I hear this from women. I've been baking these boys all month for that same foolishness. Keep cooking, bro. Shout the book, BOA, Book of Rafferonomy. Love your content. Much appreciated, brother. Also, Mike from Benson's cold approach is a waste. And I'm gonna get to the pros and cons, and I'm gonna get to online dating because, guys, this is gonna be very eye opening for a lot of you. Cold approach is a waste of 90% of the time. Even if you think you didn't get rejected, chances are the girl will just give you a number to get rid of you. I'm keeping it real. I'll take it a step further. Guys, this happened to me recently. 4 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago, I just happened to be in Jewel Osco, the grocery store. Do you know I seen a chick with a fat fucking ass? It was a white chick. She had flat. I'm like, and I thought it was almost like a cartoon character. I said, what the? And I, struck up a conversation. I said, hey, we should get together and hang out because she lived in the area, et cetera, et cetera. I have my template. I said, hey, here's, I said, damn, because I forgot my phone in the car. She said, okay, here's my phone. And I, put my number in, et cetera, gave it back to her. Got to my car, I said, hey, it's, it's theirs, whatever, so what are you up to? Nothing. But the fact of the matter is this woman she was showing good rapport. And that's what shoots a lot of men down. That's what a lot of men, and I wasn't bothered by it because I've been rejected so many times in my life. It doesn't even, it's like nothing. But the average man, he gets tired of cold approaching often. He's like, no problem, Mr. Mole 23. I get rid of you too. Oh, y'all know I gotta get a disclaimer. If any trolls in here, any foolish talk in here, y'all know me, I get rid of you quick. So it's probably best for you to sit back and not say anything. Or you can say anything and expose yourself and I get rid of you. Then you'll have to create another YouTube account and really waste your time. So I'm not the one to do that with. Just giving you a heads up. Okay, let's continue. Now, I have women that tell me, guys should talk to me more. Talk to us more. It's because it is the brown horn. I agree. Here's the thing: even if you get choosing signals, that woman could just be looking at you because you look different or you attract, whatever the case may be. You attract me. You look different and et cetera, et cetera. So you try to approach that woman and she's probably Now I will say, if I talk to 50 women on dating app or fuck app, Tinder, OkCupid, Bumble, whatever the case may be, out of those 50 women, guess how many I've had sex with? And I'm talking about 50. I'm talking about 50 women, the 50 women that I, got their number and we exchanged numbers. So I'm talking to them, whatever, Tinder, fuck app, and we exchanged numbers and boom, boom, boom. Out of those 50 women, guess how many I've had sex with? This is true. I'm serious. No. Up. Up. Guys, go the fuck up. Damn it, it's double digits. I said it's double digits. All right, fuck it, since you guys want to go up. At least 30 of them. At least 30. At least. Now, some of them have been above average women. Some of them have been average. Maybe a few give and take that have been below average. But for the most part, they've been average to above average. And I found out, no problem, I get rid of you again. Create another account. Come on back. And a lot of times when push comes to shove, a lot of men just want to get laid. Let's be honest. A lot of men just want to get laid. It's just facts. So a lot of men say, you know what, this online, this approaching thing. And the reason why I am an advocate of online fuck apps, yes, you have to have a certain level of SMV or of looks or whatever, but you can be an average looking guy. I always say the looks thing is subjective. It's all subjective to whatever bitch, whatever female you're talking to. This is fact. And you gotta understand with online dating, the fuck apps, what happens is these women these women be wanting to fuck. They really be wanting to fuck. That's why they go to these dating apps and they're more forthcoming and bold. And on top of that, let's keep it real. You can copy and paste about 50 messages on online dating. You can copy and paste 50 messages, whatever you look, hey, how's it going, whatever, and boom, 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 boom. And if you copy and paste 50 messages, you'll probably get 15 people, 20 women that message you back. Now, granted, I'll say this, would they be of the ilk that you want to go out and be with or walk hand in hand with or approach in real life? Probably not. Maybe not. But a lot of times the end goal is to getting laid. Correct? Oh, Glide Hook, we don't joke in here like that. Shout out to Mr. We had a few brothers that contributed. Shout out to Mr. Ralph E. Cold approach only works when the woman wants revenge on her man or when she's looking for a rebound. Either way, it's petty shit. It is. And the thing about it is, I noticed this. Guys don't cold approach. A lot of guys don't talk to and mingle with women out there like that. Trust me, I've had tons of women tell me. And the women that tell me that cold approach them or that try to talk to them, they don't really escalate it or anything like that. It's all about basically, guys, this is why I say cold approach is so like insanely difficult, because I personally don't know if that white chick likes black men. I'll say that again. I personally do not know if that white woman over there is into black men. I don't know. But I know if I happen to go on a dating app or a fuck app, or Tinder, whatever the case may be, I know that if we swipe right together, clearly she found me attractive, etc., etc. That's the whole difficulties with cold approaching. Shout out to Mickey FC. Great to see you, my brother. One of the pillars of the brotherhood. Shout out to Mr. Rob Cruz. Salutations to Darius and the BOA. Just got out of the reserve training. Oh, that's great, man. Listen, Rob Cruz, you got to tell me how the reserve was. Need some of this truth after seeing all these broads getting promoted for nothing. Shout out to Mr. Rob Cruz. Also, Mr. Elusive Mike, donation to the church. About to start my new job this week. Cold approach. The only person I cold approach is the bartender. Shout out to Mr. Elusive Mike. A lot of guys have said, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm taking it to the dating apps, the fuck apps. Can you have luck with cold approach? So many things have to go in your favor. Like I said, let's say I'm into white chicks, or I say I'm into Hispanic chicks, whatever. I have to, that woman has to, be into black men. So if she's not, I'm already done. 2, she has to be feeling good. So she has to be not on her period, or not having a bad day. Maybe she got fired from her job. Maybe her grandfather died earlier that week. Maybe all this shit, because you understand, women run off emotions. Number 2, you have to say the right thing that she wants you to say. Number 3, I'm 6'3". She might got fucked with by a guy 2 weeks ago. He was 6'2" or 6'3". And that guy probably did her dirty. So you know what she said? She probably said, I'm not fucking with any more tall guys anymore. I only want short guys. I'm serious, guys. This is how women think. And on top of that, another woman could say, oh, I didn't shave my legs today. This one could go in her mind. So she'd be like, what the hell? And you just talking, you don't know. You just try to strike up a conversation. You putting yourself out there. And she didn't shave her legs, so she don't want to fuck with you. That's how it happens. And a lot of times, again, your horoscope doesn't match. You might be, I'm born in January, she might be born in July, and then she says, you know what, this is not going to work. And on top of that, she could have a boyfriend coming in. It's so many other factors. Like I say, yes, you can cold approach, go right ahead. Yes, does it build your confidence here and there? Yeah. I don't necessarily build your confidence. It does build your confidence, but what it does is, how should I say this? It makes you not give a fuck. It makes you say, you know what? Well, fuck it. I might get rejected anyway. So you just go out there and just whatever. And at the drop of a hat, you might, oh, boom. Now, do I recommend this? Let's say you're in a setting together. Let's say you're in a setting. Let's say you're shooting pool or something like that. Matter of fact, I never forget. I talked to a woman a while back. I was bowling with a few buddies of mine, and then it was a female that was next to us. And I noticed the women I've kind of picked up or exchanged numbers with out and about in public. What the dynamic was? I wasn't on a hunt. I wasn't on a hunt. So I never forget this woman. She was an attractive girl. Hit it off too. We getting ready to bowl, and I get my shoes because I wear a size 12. So I go up there and I exchange shoes and everything. And this one female was in line next to me. She said, "Wow, you got some big feet." So I said, "Oh, cool." And then I go back to my lane, and she so happens to, with her and her friends, get on the lane next to us. So we're bowling together, and boom, that's how the whole thing struck up. I didn't go there with the intentions of trying to pick up women. I just went there to have fun with my buddies. We just vibing. I had a guy that came back in from the military, was on leave, etc., etc. So that's what I mean by not like cold approaching. That's one of the choosing signals you can get. You understand? See, when I say cold approaching, I personally do not recommend you go up to random, because guys, do you understand? Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a bitch, if y'all haven't become a patron, I'm going to put two different women, probably one, but two different women, and I'm gonna interview them and I'm gonna ask them questions so you guys can understand and y'all think I'm not on bullshit. Y'all can hear from the horse's mouth. When you cold approach a woman, you know what that woman says? You know what she thinks in her head? She says, "Oh, I was startled by that guy. That guy kind of creeped me out. He kind of startled me." Guys, this is what women say. If they said it to me multiple times, multiple different women. See, when I get around women, I like you guys, a lot of you guys just look the fuck. I try to get intel so I can bring back to you guys. I try to get wisdom and everything like that. So this woman literally said, three guys approached me on the train and they tried to talk to me, and I just felt like surprised. I was kind of scared and kind of creeped out. So I asked, I said, "Was the guys attractive?" He said, "Yeah, it was a couple guys that were, kind of cute, but I kind of felt creeped out because you startled her." I'm just telling you what the women tell me. It does sound petty, but guess what? The female mind is petty. Does the female mind play fair? No. Listen, I wish there was an easier way we could just sit back and a woman talk to you for you, like just went up to you and talked to you. I wish. And I agree, choosing signals aren't necessarily 100%. That woman could just be looking at you because you're attractive, but she has a whole bunch of different guys in her stable. Now, do I recommend, what do you think about speed dating? We'll get into that shit another time. Let me talk about no speed dating. Guys, there's just so many other factors that you have to worry about when it comes to cold approaching, etc., etc. And the thing about it, you got to understand, Chad Tyrone and everybody else. I heard a guy say, uh, if a woman sees you coming, shout out to Booster Coyote, and she like you talk to her and she rejects you or she's not interested, she'll appreciate your courage. I kid you not, this dating coach said that. He said she will appreciate that you came over and talked to her. I said women don't appreciate anything. Guys, Mr. Desi, any of you guys got any questions for me? I'm not asking all these tidbit questions. You can sign up for a one-on-one session, or you can hit the super chat and ask the question. I'm not asking all these random shits. I don't do that. But I'm serious. The dating coach said, listen, that woman will see you basically like you an act of courage because you came up to her and approached her, and you decided to talk to her, even though she rejected you. Women don't appreciate anything. Listen, if 10 women came up to me, listen, all 10 of y'all bitches getting dick. And here's the thing, Black Chad, even if you're really attractive, you got to understand women, it's so many factors, guys. Women think that they're not attractive necessarily. Or they think that you might be far more attractive than them, then you might break their heart or do them dirty. So you know what they'll do? They'll just play games and not fuck with you. It's so many fucking crazy factors, man. I choose not to be in a relationship. I don't need that stress. I agree. Girls who don't appreciate have options. That's a good shot to spy. That's true. Do I recommend online dating? Or I call them the fuck apps because I don't even date. Guys, you understand? A lot of women, they don't want to date like that. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of women just want dick. But they will never ever tell you straight out that, hey, I'm looking to fuck. This is why they go on to the Tinders and the Plenty of Fishes and the online dating apps and all this other shit. Because they're looking to fuck, but they don't want to just outright just go out there and say it. A lot of them just won't pipe. But how do they go about this thing? You know how they go about it? They just say, hey, I want to fuck. Or they just go on an online dating app and they'll say no hookups. Or they'll have their titties or chest out. Maybe halfway bent over. It is technology's fault. Is if they're really appreciative, they really... Here's the thing. And if you think women are really appreciative of men, they would literally just say, I'll make the effort to come up to a man. Just think, and I tweeted this, all the women that complain about the men that they don't like or they found out that they're a creep, if all those women went up to men and said, okay, I'm going to approach one man that I like today, if every woman on this earth said, I'm going to approach the man that I find attractive today, do you know no woman will be single? They said they all be approaching the same guy. They could be. Then that guy will be getting all the pussy. I mean, the top 20%. But the vast majority of women will not be single. They will not complain because, let's keep it real. Let's be honest. If a woman approached you, you got 99% of the time you're not going to reject her. Even if you're married and in a committed relationship. I guarantee you, you will not reject that woman. They are. I agree. Women are just so skilled at making easy tasks and situations a total nightmare. I agree. Abraham Remington. Yeah, the women that say no hookups on online dating, they're literally sluts and whores. Now about the choosing signals. Yeah, you can wait on the choosing signal, but that bitch could just be looking at you like, there's women too that will give you choosing signals just to reject you. Ain't that crazy? Like, guys, it's a lot of women that understand that, like, okay, this guy, he has courage. Women can sense a guy who has courage. They can sense a guy who is not afraid to talk to a woman. So what they'll do, they'll look at you and everything, and then you'll be like, hey, you'll go up to her and hey, and then I have a boyfriend. You're like, why would you look at me like that then? I've had women do that to me. Look at me for a while, and I'm like, oh, then I look, and then I kind of go over here, and then she's, I see her kind of looking in the corner of my eye. I'm like, cool. Then I, make my move, and I have a boyfriend. I'm like, I'd be like, bitch, why the fuck would you look at me like that? And a lot of the times it's because women need that validation. Like, a lot of women could be in relationships, but they could need that attention, that feeling of, oh, I'm still wanted outside my relationship. Now, I would say this. There are a lot of men who get drunk just to approach women. Have I had success? I will admit. Back in my days where I just tried to read Jones, that I just started to kind of cold approach or whatever, or get my feet wet, back in my early 20s, I used to kind of get lathered up. Drinking here and there so I won't be, really thinking of the things I'm saying. I could just let my inhibitions be. I could just let things fly, excuse me. Yeah, it's like liquid courage. Shout out to Micro Business Herms. You have no fear. You say, I'm just gonna get. Then everything's kind of, you kind of maybe stumbling a little bit. Then you, okay, hey, what's up, bitch? And you could get a few fucks. Or, you grab a chick, things you wouldn't necessarily do when you sober. Because when you sober, when you're cold approaching, what's happening is you're thinking a lot. You're like, okay, hey, how's it going? I'm Darius, and so where are you from? Then you're thinking like, okay, fuck. But when you all lathered up, the liquid courage, all it does is just get you fearless. You're literally fearless when there's liquid courage. I kid you not. Like, I'm keeping real. Guys, I told you, what was it, 2 summers ago. I told a lot of you about the woman that, oh my gosh, she was insanely attractive. Tattooed from neck on down. And I happened to be drunk in the club. And she said, oh, you're, and I'll never forget, I was, showing her my daughters, and she did, we exchanged numbers, and I kind of forgot about it. Then I get home, and I'm laying down, and, because we vibed in the club, I'm literally loud. Guys, if you think I'm loud now, get some alcohol in me. Jesus Christ. Well, depending on alcohol. So, I fucking get home, and I'm asleep, and I get a call from the girl. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? We talking for about 2 hours. I'm kind of, still a little drunk. And she's like, hey, I'm going to come see you later today. Now, could all that happen if I was kind of, like maybe in a club, not maybe that much alcohol in me? Probably not. But it happened because I had liquid courage. Alcohol does give you the courage and the strength to, do what you wouldn't want to do if you were sober. Shout out to brother Mickey FC, supporting the brotherhood big time on this Sunday. Mickey FC always shows his support big time. Hell, him, Ralphie's, and the Boosters, and the other, you know who you guys are. They take up the keep this thing afloat, to be honest with you. Shout out to Mr. Mickey. Matter of fact, we wearing this the whole stream. Hey, you know what? Every time somebody drop a bomb, I'm putting on this the whole stream. I might have to just buy a red do-rag or something. But anyway, I'll keep this on. Every time somebody drop a bomb, I'm gonna put this on. I might just go buy a red do-rag. Shout out to Mickey. Much appreciated. But I agree with the face and looks money status. FF, and Pokemon will never be good again. I agree, guys. There isn't really, and I've said this before, there never really isn't any game when it comes to women. There's no real game. Like, honestly, what it is looks. You guys don't understand how much looks play into things. Like looks, like when the women I've had sex with on online dating, on Tinder, on Plenty of Fish, on Bumble, on all. You know what these women said? You're attractive. You're a handsome guy. That's what they said. Now, other women thought I probably wasn't attractive, whatever, but it's all subjective. What I'm saying is, when you're cold approaching, a lot of the times is, and because I'm tall as well, but a lot of the times is, if you're cold approaching, you don't know if that woman finds you attractive or not. But on online dating, I do understand. Listen, you guys, you can't send out 50 to 100 messages and then just sit back and wait till one of them take the bait, and then you go with it. That's how easy the Tinder or the fuck apps are. Now I've heard dating coaches and pickup artists say, "Well, that just makes you lazy, man. You're fearful." It's not necessarily a lot of men are fearful. The issue is a lot of men okay, how about this? A lot of men just get tired of going out there and putting themselves out there. A lot of men put themselves out there a dozen times, and they probably didn't get the results that they wanted. So they said, "Okay, you know what? I'm done." And I don't blame those men. A lot of it, guys, it's a right place, right time type of thing. Some woman could have got her heart broken yesterday, and you could approach that bitch today. And guess what? Now I'm gonna, I'll fuck with him because he broke my heart. You don't even know. It's so many other factors when it comes to cold approaching. But guess what? The pickup artists ain't gonna tell you this shit. They're gonna say, "Get your ass out there." And a lot of times, guys, the guys that approach the women, they just don't have that much high SMV for the women that they actually want. Because, like I said, women will never be with a man who they feel that they're better than. Yeah, Obey Jet 23. I smashed a lot of chicks off Tinder pre-show. Guys, one thing I would never do with you guys, I would never give you guys information that's false. And that's just not who I am. You can fuck a ton of women, even if you think your SMV is too low, or you think, I'm probably too short, or go on Tinder and all you gotta do is boop. You'll get something within a week. Shout out to Mr. Jonathan Avila. Shout out to my brother from the Chi. Shout out to Mr. Jonathan. You from Chicago as well. Dropping that bomb. I appreciate you, Mr. Avila. Also, TK United. I don't approach them anymore. Why bother? I agree. And a lot of men got that whole, mantra. They got that whole mind frame of, what's the point? Because this thing, a lot of men, thank you, Mr. Jonathan Avila and Mickey, and TK United, much appreciated. Obey Jet 23. Love you, brother. A lot of times when you get the number, that's when the whole game starts. So you're like, okay, is she really with it? Then you try to set some things up. It's true. You try to get things going, and you halfway there. You put yourself out there. You exchange numbers, and all of a sudden she's sending you 2-3 word answers. You like, bitch, I approached you. It took me courage. It takes a lot of courage for a male to just go up to a female and approach. Now, for a female, all she got to do is, guys, a woman will, this is how easy women get. A woman will never have to approach the guy. All she would have to do is, if she had like a piece of paper, she just write her name on it and just pass it to the guy. Matter of fact, let me do this experiment. All you got to do, get maybe 100 post-it notes. Get 100. Matter of fact, you can get 25 post-it notes and write your name on it. Right? I'll give myself an example. I'll write Darius on it, and I'll fold it up and I'll give it to 25 women that I find attractive. How many of those women you think are going to text me or call me? Probably one, maybe two, maybe one or two. Probably zero, to be honest with you. But if a woman, let's say her name is Bridget, and she wrote Bridget and says text me or call me and wrote a number in there and just gave it out to 25 different guys, how many of those guys would text that bitch out of the 25 that she gave it to? All of them. Every last single one. Even if the bitch was fat. That's how easy they got it. I usually cold approach personally because most women on dating apps are trash, but that's just me. I agree. If I see a woman I do find attractive, okay, I'll, chop it up, shoot the shit. But there's a really high chance that she might not be with it. Now I've heard dating coaches or pickup artists say that, oh, it wasn't you, it was your approach. So could that be a factor? That, oh, it wasn't you per se, but it was your approach? Possibly. But what does it have to do? I have to show up first, and give the guy a break. What is the best way to approach a woman? Email me. We can set up a one-on-one session. That's it. I've turned down a lot of women. I don't rely on them. My life is good as it is. Shout out to The Weeknd. Always use a condom and dispose of it yourself. Women practice eugenics overly. The simps are the problem. That's one thing that makes me. Women have too many options. Women don't need game. Yeah, and do I like the burden of performance? I don't like the burden of performance, but because I know that I have to work out, I have to do et cetera, just to get that woman, get that woman's attention. But I know a woman, all she got to do is throw on makeup. Approaching is easy. The only way approaching it easy when you just say, man, I don't give no fuck anymore. Yo, what's up? You just don't give a fuck. But for the vast majority of men on this planet, it's not. It's a headache. I agree, Mr. Ain't your face is the most important. Yeah, your height is as well, but your face is most important. Women do not have the same sex drive as men. They have 1 to 10 out of testosterone. Women only have sex for validation. Men only need game because there's another guy who looks just as good as them, and you need something that makes you better than them. That I agree. Sometimes, like a guy that you competing, because guys, you understand, you're always competing. You're always competing with another guy. especially if that bitch is attractive. And I'm gonna be honest, and let me get to this one. Boosie Coyote's question after this one. You're always gonna compete with a guy. You're always, and it's not just like, let's say you competed with two guys and you knock them off, and you finally get the girl. Do you know you're competing throughout your whole entire time you with that woman? So yes, you as a man, you focused on your work, your purpose, and you're focused on basically having a good time with her and keeping her around. Yeah, she's cool with having a good time with you, but in her mind, she only has a certain amount of time on this earth as far as looking good where she can bag a guy. So she's going to always want to upgrade, so you're always competing. So if I'm telling you how it works, guys. I'm being honest. She sees a guy that's more attractive to you, that has X, Y, and Z better than you, she won't hesitate to fuck with him. Is it bogus or is it wrong? Is it not a cool thing to do? Yes, but that's a woman's nature to get the best deal that she possibly can. I personally don't like it, but that's how the good Lord or Allah, whatever God you worship, made him. To try to get the best deal possible. Now, when it comes to men, listen, every man wants the best deal they can, but 9 times out of 10, we're gonna settle for women who just fucking show up and cooperate. Now, that woman might be a 6 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10, and you're like, okay, well, I'll just go with the chick. She's fine, she's cool, she's somewhat attractive, she sucked, a decent dick. Now, that might not be the chick that you want as a trophy wife on your arm, but that's the woman that you would have to just be with. But what the woman does, she'll get a guy and say, okay, you know what? I've secured him. Let me see if I can upgrade to the next guy. Because 9 times out of 10, they're not putting that much effort in a relationship. Now, Boosie Coyote said, nah, chicks needs sex just as much. I agree. There's a lot of women, guys. Women love to have sex just as much as men. But what doesn't get... Matter of fact, go on Twitter and look all down your social media on Twitter. All this is bitches talking about having sex, sucking dick, fucking with guys. Because they can let themselves loose and be free on social media, on Twitter. They can't do that in real life, per se. Women want to have sex just as much, if not more, than men. You got to think, women they're designed to give birth. In order to give birth, you have to have sex. They're always ovulating throughout their life, throughout a certain, I don't know what age, I believe like 45, something like that. But what they do, they hide it. Trust me, if you ever talk to a woman, she'll say, the reason why they don't put themselves out there like they want to fuck like crazy is because they have so many options that they don't need to. They don't need to seem desperate. Like to us, it might seem like that we're desperate or that we're like horny or something like that. But us men, we just don't have the necessarily like the crazy options that a woman have. Like, I'll keep it real. That's why, let's say I have 3 options that I'm fucking with now. I don't need to go crazy and try to talk to the first option to say, hey, come on over, I'm free. I can just chill and relax and hang out and do whatever I gotta do throughout the week. And when it's time for me to fuck with that chick, okay, cool. But a lot of men don't have all those options, so he's gonna automatically come off as thirsty. That's why women never come off as thirsty. Now, they do here and there for a guy they really, really find attractive. But women don't come off as thirsty because they have all the options. They don't need to. Guys come off as thirsty on them. Like, if you think about it, women don't have a chance to be thirsty, my brothers. They don't have a chance to be thirsty because all the guys are texting them throughout the day, throughout the morning. Approaching them on the train, out and about. And even if you say, like the guy Shearer said, let women chase you. why you keep improving to become a more valuable person. Them bitches, listen, I mean, let me tell y'all something. For all the guys that believe the whole get on your purpose or women gonna chase you, let me break some news to all you guys. Shout out to Mr. Obey Jet 23. It's funny how they want to settle down when they have a child and then still mess around when they found sucker to take the bait. Yeah. That's why I would never settle down, because I see how the shit be. Let me tell you, all the guys that believe that if I just get on my purpose, a woman's gonna chase me. Give me 1 second. Are you that retarded to believe that shit? Do you think that if you get on your purpose and you work out and do all this crazy shit, let's say you become a fucking swole ass bodybuilder. Let's say you have all these things going. You think that women will just start approaching you? No, it's never going to happen. That doesn't even make sense. It would never happen. So stop believing all these dating coaches say, get on your purpose and women will start approaching you. That doesn't even make sense. You can be swole and females won't chase you. Guys, a lot of times when it comes to cold approach, you can actually be like really fit, and women are scared that you're gonna like fuck them and not talk to them no more. Like, I've talked to women in my past I fuck with, they say, man, I was kind of scared that you wasn't gonna talk to me anymore, or that you weren't gonna want to fuck with me anymore. Like, you understand, women have that in their mind too. They think that, oh, you're too good for me, so I don't want to fuck with you. So many crazy factors. But I admit, when it comes to the fuck apps, what'll happen is you can easily swipe right, because you know, boom, these women are into you. That's what I do. Like, that's what I will admit. Yeah, you probably don't necessarily get the women that you fucking want on online dating. What guy does? What guy actually gets the woman that he wants on online dating? That does that happen ever? That rarely ever will happen. Somebody asked for the PayPal link. There's the link. Support me, guys, on this Sunday. All 100% proceeds go to me. Also, there's a Cash App link. All 100% proceeds go to me. If you would like to become a patron, listen to this live stream, other future live streams. I dropped a video today. It was extremely funny. I ain't gonna tell you the title. Become a patron and support me, like you support that slut this past weekend who you bought drinks for and margaritas, who still ain't give you no pussy. Support me like you support that bitch last week who you took out to dinner and she gave you a kiss on the cheek. You know who you are. Support me like you support that bitch whose phone bill you paid 2 weeks ago, and she gave you a half-ass blowjob and told you to get. Got swindled. A lot of you are in here who got hoodwinked this past weekend. Let's keep it real. You went out with a woman this weekend, Friday or Saturday, and you didn't take my advice, so now you're sitting there $70 out of pocket, but when it comes down to become a patron for $10 a month, you say, well, that's why I don't feel bad for guys. But let's continue with the sermon. It is eat or get eaten in this world. It's fucked up, but that's how it is. Shout out to Mr. Sean A. He said, eye contact is king. Here's the thing, Chad Pitt. A lot of guys say, yes, eye contact is a good thing that you should do. Guys, it's so many factors. Like, okay, you just got eye contact. Now, if you look at that bitch and I always go back, what if she doesn't like black guys? What if I'm looking at a woman out and about? Let's say after this live stream, I go to the store, I see a woman I like. Let's say I'm looking at a woman and, just talking to her. In her mind, she probably like, she probably had bad experience with black men. You never know. She probably, her family might not like black men. Or some black man got a couple weeks ago might have pumped and dumped her. So she said in her mind, I'm sick of black men now. I'm done. You don't even know. And a lot of guys say I works for me and tell them I'm 6'3", still get rejected. It doesn't. It's all about what it's. Unfortunately, you're in a position on Cold Approach. You're in a position of weakness in a way, because you're not necessarily choosing. She's gonna choose you. That's keep it 100. Yeah, you're approaching her, but she's gonna choose you. Listen, yes, height plays a factor. But it's so many other factors, my brothers. It's all subjective, Kaisar. She could have got fucked in her ass last night, and now her asshole hurting. Now she don't want to really go that route of dealing with the guy like that, and she want to take a little break. So she said, "Oh, I'm done." Or maybe she lost her fucking phone. I don't know. Your guess is as best as mine. I'm serious. But let's get into the whole online dating and I call them the fuck apps because I don't even date. But let's just call them let's call them what they are for how most people see it. Shout out to Mr. Booster Coyote, full do-rag time. I might just give red do-rags, but that'll just be for guys who support. Then I just throw the red do-rag on. But right now, temporarily we'll use this towel. I think my mom gave me this shit a few Christmases ago. What does it say? Look like it's like a Christmas towel or some shit. I don't fucking know. But let's don it anyway. Let's get into the whole online dating. Thank you, Booster Coyote. One of the pillars who always support him and Mickey. A few other guys. Here's the thing. Online dating, I've gotten a ton of sex on online dating. And the fact of the matter is, you're not going to get what you want as far as looks department. But you can get a woman. I'm going to be honest. Let's say you woman, every guy wants an attractive woman in the face. But a lot of times on online dating, she's not that attractive in the face. But she might have some big ass titties and a fat ass. You got to kind of mix and match. Mix and match, excuse me. You can't get two of the same socks on online dating. So on online dating, you might have a chick with a nice face and some big ass titties but a flat ass. Yeah, you gotta basically pick your poison, treasure map. And on online dating, a lot of times you could get a lot of meat eaters. I'm gonna be honest. She might not have the best face, but she might have some big ass titties and maybe a decent ass. Maybe her skin is kind of saggy. Maybe she just had 2-3 kids. Or maybe she's, you don't know her body is not up to par with the woman that you would like want to be out there hanging out with or you would approach. Let's keep it like this. Women on online dating, you wouldn't take those women to a family reunion to meet your family. Those type of women that, you put the bag over their head, and 9 times out of 10, those women who just give the best head. So a lot of guys do supplement kind of their the looks and the whatever they're looking for. So a lot of guys, I know a few guys that say, you know what, I'm gonna fuck with bitches on online dating, because them bitches chew the best meat and they suck the best dick. But I do want to go outside, out and about with a woman. So they'll get a few fat chicks that, they can bend over and plow from the back. I talked about this. All you black men, you love to get fat women and just plow them from the back. And then a lot of guys say, okay, I got a rotation of women, of 2 women throughout the week that are, kind of on the bigger side or the BBW, but they give good ass head and they got a fat ass. Hog stabbing, if you will, I like King. And then a lot of guys might say, you know what, I'd rather go out and Darius is the biggest personality. Darius' biggest lie, personality is important. Of course, that's a lie. And a lot of guys will say, okay, I got my 1 to 2 women that I can plow from the back and give me good head. He might have 1 woman that got a fat ass, but everything else is not attractive. Then he might have a woman that he can have that comes in that sucks good dick. So he has a fat ass, the plow game from the back. Then he had a woman that sucks good head and swallows him up whole. Then now all he needs is a woman that's attractive that he can go out and do things with. And he can't do those with those two women that's come in. So he'll go out and try to cold approach, et cetera, and get a woman that he can go out and maybe go bowling with or do different activities with, different festivities. Maybe go to a carnival. If you stabbed a few hogs in the past, press 1. All right, let's do that. If you stabbed or fucked a few women in the past, please press 1. Yeah, a lot of guys want arm candy. I've talked to men that do like that. Because a lot of guys do, I mean, they like fucking, but it gets old, so they want to go outside of the house. I've been there before. I said, you know what, I got my 1 or 2 women that she's consistent. She brings me food. But she's a pog, she's a BBW type of chick. I really don't want to be seen with her, because what if my buddies spot me? I mean, hell, everything's on Snapchat and camera, and they can pull it out and clown you. So I said, you know what? I'll have her just to come here and, suck my dick and balls, and I can stab a piggy from the back. Listen, I've been there. That's why I don't have an issue with telling you guys this. You don't have to tell me. You piped a few piggies. They're called piggies for a reason. They roll around and slop. All they do is just roll around and slop. I mean, when they give the piggies, the BBWs, they give you head, so they don't really care if they making a mess. They'll make a mess. They sucking your dick, your whole couch wet. Literally, your whole couch is wet from the slob and everything. Honestly, a woman that's in shape, a lot of the time, she's not gonna get out like that. Because she wants to look pretty with it. She don't want to mess her makeup up. She don't mess her hair up. She just put on her makeup before she came to see you, so what she wants to do is look good for you. So a lot of positions you'll do is missionary. Because she can't lay on her face. She don't want her makeup messed up. Y'all still got to go out and hang out. She got to still look good, etc., etc. But yeah, the mascara, she don't want her mascara to fuck up. So with the pogs or the piggies or the BBWs, whatever you guys want to call them, she's going to come there with no makeup because she know what her job is for that night. Soon as she knock on the door and come in, you're going to look out and anybody here? And close the door. Seriously. And after that, she'll take off her shoes. She ain't wearing no makeup. She probably wearing a little plain shirt. Because she know what time is. She know what's the time for. See, guys, a lot of these women, they know that you look, and this is what I find funny about attractive women. They know that you look better, below average or average looking women. Women that are like, that you got to put a paper bag kind of over their head. They know that you look better than them as a man. They know that you're more attractive than them. So what they'll do, they'll just settle for just being around you. So they'll settle for just giving you head. Because that's what they know that's all they're going to get. They'd rather just be around you at night and be just, that's it. I had a woman be around me for a year like that. A pod, I was like, and she knew that I didn't really want to go out with her. See, guys, women know. They're not dumb. Brother Mickey. Buscaglia, these women aren't dumb. They know that, okay, this guy, I'm not on his level, so I'll just be around him. And basically, she has I'll take what I can get myself. So she ain't gonna mouth off. She ain't gonna give you no attitude. She ain't necessarily gonna give you no lip. She ain't gonna pull no bullshit because she knows that, hey, I mean, she has to take what she can get. But let's continue. Let's get back to the lecture or the sermon, excuse me. I've had women that approached me. Matter of fact, I was on Snapchat. If y'all see me on, matter of fact, add me on Snapchat, guys. I went out to miniature golf with my cousin and his best friend. You know, miniature golf and batting cage. I could, if y'all see me on Snapchat, I can't swing for shit. I don't play baseball, unfortunately. But I'm out miniature golf, and guess who I spot? Like, soon as I come in, it's two pogs. Two pogs. And when I'm eyeballing me, I'm like, Jesus Christ. And you know how, okay, it has two courses. And it looks like one of them, they was finishing up the course while we were getting the course started. So their course was ending because they was there before us. So we happened to be getting our course started. And this woman happened to restart her course just to be behind us. And I let my guy know, I'm like, yes, here we go again. Could I have got a blowjob from the Paul? Yes. It's like a bore. Shout out to Mr. Mickey F. Mr. Ralphie. I banged Miss Piggy once. I was curious. She stank like sewers. I thought I was a Ninja Turtle living in the sewers. Master Splinter was disappointed. Shout out to Mr. Ralphie. And I think a lot of guys, pogs, whatever, their definition of one might be a little different. You might see a bitch that, well, a majority of white men think if she's a little bit of thick, if she got a little bit of meat on her, a lot of times majority of white men think she's fat. But we all know black men and a lot of Hispanic men would just say, okay, fuck it. I'll fuck with it. Me, I have to get on the Caucasian white man mentality and say, you know what? If that bitch fat, if that bitch thick, listen, she fat. You get to a certain age, you get kind of tired of fucking with piggies. He said, give or take extra 10 pounds. Let's get back to the online fuck apps. And guys, this live stream will be on Patreon. Excuse me. I'll put the Patreon link up. If you want to watch this one or any other live stream, support me. Become a patron. There's the link. Now, can some men go overseas and have success with online dating? Yes, I'll admit, because it depends on what country you go to. A lot of men have gotten success with online dating overseas. I'll say this, particularly me being a black man. If you're a black man, a lot of times overseas in maybe Asia, Thailand, etc., you can get a lot of different matches because it's something they haven't really seen. Matter of fact, if you're just American in general, you can get a lot of matches. But if my preference is, here's the thing, the guys are still fucking with women, etc., whatever the case may be, you can mix it up. Like sometimes you can do 90-10. You can say, you know, shout out to NJ Grant. You can do 90% of the time you on these fuck apps, these Bumbles and shit, Tinders. And then you can, hey, go out and about and hang out and maybe see a woman you like. Maybe kind of mix and match. It's all up to you. Shout out to Mr. Calvin Lawrence from South Africa. Doing great. Tinder, what man to pay for this app? You freeze grenade on a woman and run over her over. She got to eat 10 square meals a day. Black men love a fat goddess. And I it's a lot of men that are upset at me because I like because I have a standard now. I'm going for slim women. I'm at a point in my life that I've had enough piggies. I've had enough curvy. I want to conquer something new. I know I can go out there and get a little thick. I just know that's nothing. I ain't ugly, but Tinder don't really work, only fat chicks. Now let's get to the really cons. We talked about the pros of the online dating fuck apps. Let's get to the cons. Now the cons of the online dating fuck apps, you get tons of time wasters. You get tons of time wasters. But I will say this: the two women that had the biggest asses I fucked in my life, I met on Tinder, on online dating. Matter of fact, the three. Because of 9 times out of 10, they ate themselves out of house and home. Guys, you understand? These women are online dating for a reason. They have mental issues. They've eaten themselves out of house and home. So a lot of the times, the food goes to their ass and their thighs. And we all know that's a black man's paradise. If she has a fat ass and fat thighs and hips, a black man, he loves it. So I've literally crushed. I've crushed from the back plenty of women with fat asses on online dating. I'm talking about meat. We've talked about this. But I know some online dating, you have to be notches above to get matches. I noticed that. And it's all in her eyes, though. Sound waves. Shout out to Cafelli. You have to be notches above on online dating to get matches. Because I talked about the 80-20 rule. Women want the men who are the most attractive. What you gotta flex is your money off. That I admit, but then you'll be getting women who say, okay, you know what? If she would have fucked you for free, then she gonna want money now. Some Mr. Look Back said too much competition. That I agree, but only time. It's not necessarily competition. It's just that women want the top 20% of men. That's just, it's been studies of that. Women fuck with men who are the most attractive. And again, women don't mind being a side chick to this woman. Sauced Up Will, you got one more time. You've been kind of fucking, I'm sick of this shit. Let's get your ass out of here. You've been doing a lot of iffy shit for the past like 5 or 6 streams. I'm just tired of it. But you gotta understand, a lot of women, every woman wants a man who's many notches above them. So they will go for the 80-20 rule. And guess what? The guy, he'll be fucking with a lot of different below average women, to average women. Because those women want a piece of him. Call the show. We've been an hour. I told you I like to speak for an hour. 70. Seem like the time goes by faster and faster. 75 damn minutes. Call the show, please. 620-618-7110. Tell me what you think about your experience with cold approaching and online dating, whichever one, but keep it brief, guys. Don't do these 30-minute conversations. Call the show. I know y'all want to call. I'm not a bad guy. How's it going, man? Talk to us. Where you from? Talk loud for us, please. No, please, hold on. Please call back and talk louder for us. Thank you. Go ahead, man. Talk to us. Where you from?
I'm from Houston. I texted you earlier today and yesterday.
Oh, what's going on, man?
Yeah. So, we had a conversation, probably 3 or 4 months, 2 or 3 months ago and stuff, and
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Don't say a word. You that kid, are you 20 years old now, or are you still 19? You're still 19. Remember I told you to contribute to me and you gave me that whole spiel because I got a great memory. You gave me the whole spiel about that black female that you
Yeah.
was talking to and you took her to the beach and you held her hand and you didn't get any pussy. And I said specifically, I said, hey, make sure you contribute after this live stream or after this call because this is the second long phone call we've had. Remember that?
But
Wait a minute. But do you remember that?
I do, yeah.
So now you're calling me to get more advice, but you've never contributed after I've told you multiple times to do so. And you've agreed. You said, okay, I will after this call. Do you remember, yes or no?
Yeah, I do.
So what you think I should do?
I mean, I just became a patron today and stuff.
You sure?
Yeah, I was the guy that texted you earlier saying I became a patron.
All right. Shoot, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, so, like, I texted you, like, 2 days ago that, like, because I texted you this question, like, how do I turn the conversation, like, sexual and stuff? You said, text them, do you have a high sex drive? And I've been doing that, like, for, like, the past, you know, like, I just started going on this app, like, the past week and stuff. And I texted you, like, 2 nights ago or last night that I lost my V card and stuff because of that. So, I just wanted to say thank you for that. Like, so total 180 for being a simp, like, 2 months ago.
So I helped you gratefully.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem, brother. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, thank you so much, man.
No problem. No more simping, please.
All right, no problem. See ya.
Some guys, that's their great achievement in life, to lose their virginity. I mean, I lost mine at 14, but nevertheless, call the show. Shout out to Rain God for contributing. Thank you, my brother, for showing your support. What's your name, man? Tell us where you're from.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Please talk up loud. You like in the back fading.
Can you hear me?
I can somewhat. Do you got me on Bluetooth or whatever? Or what?
Nah, this is my house phone.
This your house phone? Okay, you like kind of faded. You did, Rain God, thank you. But go ahead.
Yeah, this is Cornelius Hurst, the guy you kind of disrespected earlier.
Hold on 1 second. You gotta please talk up really like I want you to hear because you said this is the guy that I disrespected earlier. I want everybody to hear this call, please. So try to talk loud for us because you're fading. I'm serious.
This is Cornelius. It's Cornelius Hurst, the guy you disrespected earlier in your live stream. You said I don't donate.
I can't hear you. So please call and get another phone. That's what kind of fucks up the flow. Please, guys, call. I don't know if y'all under y'all bed, if y'all in the underwater, below sea level. I don't know. Maybe you're under your blanket. Please, because it's not just for me; it's for these guys that needs to hear. Like, yeah, talking like a walkie-talkie. Hey, where you at? Like you in underground and you crawling through a tunnel and shit, or shit. Like, please. But let's continue. Call me, please. Nobody wants to call. I can keep the sermon going. Shit. I can keep it going. Okay, shit. I guess guys might be afraid. Guys, I'm not gonna like eat your fucking head off of no shit. I'm not that type of guy. I promise you I'm not. This is how I talk. I'm telling you. I told y'all before, I got 7-year-old daughters I talk to like this, and they have no fear. Please, you're a grown-ass man. Please call me. Thank you. Go ahead, talk to us where you from, please.
What's up, Darius? Solid Nate?
Hey, Solid Nate, talk to me, man.
So yeah, man, I've approached a lot of girls.
How many have you approached in your life? Shout out to Boston Big Town. Great to see you.
I bet you I've approached 200 or more.
And how old are you, Solid Nate?
I'm 33.
You're 33. Okay. How many of those 200 have you approached? Oh, maybe how many of those 200 have you succeeded with as far as getting laid numbers and everything?
It's bad. It's getting way worse the older I get.
Mm.
But I don't know, for sure like 10 at least, I guess. But I probably approached more than 200 though. You know?
That seems in the ballpark of the average. The average guy. If he approaches, he has probably like a 5% chance of sleep with a woman, 5 maybe 10%. Yeah, man, it's. But keep going. I want to interrupt. Sorry.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I just don't know what to do. I mean, obviously, guys are looking to get some, but it just gets harder as you get older, and the chicks keep getting younger, and I just don't know what the fuck to say.
Why do they get old? Why do they get more difficult as you get older? In your opinion?
I feel like they do not want an older person. They have younger options.
I've talked to women that shut the Boston MGTOW. Thank you, my brother, for supporting. I've talked to women who because a lot of times women like older men. I think it's about like looks. Looks matter the whole way. Don't let nobody think that personality. I think the looks because I look a lot younger than 30 years old, so I can get like I've slept with like 19, 20-year-old chicks, 21, a whole damn near decade younger than me because I look younger. So and a lot of women think that okay, he's older, so he can have more fun and he's more stable as far as income. He has a vehicle because a lot of these women, if she's 20 years old, a lot of these guys don't have a vehicle. They don't have their own place. So a lot of women usually go for that. And that's just in my opinion. Now it might be different than yours.
True. Yeah, I don't know, man. It just seems like they do not give me the time of day much more anymore.
Now, in terms of SMV, you know what that is, correct?
SMB?
Yeah, sexual market value as far as your looks. What would you rate yourself?
Oh man, I don't know. Hopefully like a 6 or 7, something like that.
Okay. And did you approach women who over the 200, like were the bulk of them like 8 out of 10s or above or 7 out of 10s or below? What were the bulk of them?
Look, that's a good question. I would say the average is probably like an 8, and I'm pretty critical about judging, so an 8's pretty hot to me.
Okay, that is. Heck, a 7 can, but it's all
right.
good and whatever. So now you're 33 and you slept with, you said, about 20 women.
Yes.
Out of 200 you cold approach in your life, and where did you? What was the first time you cold approach? The first how old you were and place?
Okay, well, yeah, man. It's actually a pretty cool story. So there's this really hot girl I knew from like 2nd grade on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at her every day, and I always wanted to talk to her and actually ask her out. Well, finally, I think it was like in the 8th grade, I finally said I was going to ask her out, and I did, and it just was a complete rejection. But I felt really good that I actually tried.
And what was the how should I say this? What was the oldest chick you've cold approached or that you fucked as you were cold approaching?
40.
40?
Yep.
And was she attractive? Was she like, let's just get this, let me try to do something?
I would say she was really hot. Yeah, she definitely had like just a great body.
And do you think when the last time you cold approached?
Last Friday. I should say Friday night.
Oh, Friday night. And how did that go? So 2 days ago?
Yep, 2 days ago. It was actually really bad.
What happened?
Well, I walked up. I kind of like approached once and said a little bit of things, and then kind of went back to my friends, and we were like playing a game of darts,
Okay.
So I can't.
Okay, keep going. I don't want to interrupt. Go ahead.
Okay, so I came back a little later, and I kind of like followed up on the conversation I had, and she kind of like grabbed her friend from behind and started dancing just to try to get me the hell out of there. You know what I mean?
Right. So what did you say to her? What was the first thing you said to her? Well, matter of fact, what's your like go-to line, kind of? You know, what's your go-to line?
Right.
Is it a hey, how's it going, or what do you say?
Yeah, no, that's the hardest part. I struggle with that all the time, but lately I try to like compliment them on something they have on, like their shoes, their watch, whatever.
I can see that working here and there to strike up a conversation. What I do, and I think, matter of fact, I think I might put it on the Patreon. I had a one-on-one session with a guy. He wanted to know what to say and etc. So it's 3 steps and 3 things that I use if I was able to talk to a woman out and about in public, or let's say we rub shoulders, etc., etc. And I think I'm most likely will put them on the Patreon. So guys, if you want, and it works universal. So let's say I'm in Chicago. I could be in Chicago. I could be in China. It works universal. And I actually had a one-on-one session with. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that on the Patreon. Actually, I'll say tomorrow on the 3 phases of kind of going about it, because a lot of guys do. Let's keep it real. No, the vast majority of we don't like fucking with piggies online on online dating. Some shit. You know, it's like we fuck with shitty women. So I over time in my life, I've through trial and error, I came up with kind of like 3 kind of phases, and it's really quick. It's extremely quick. It gets you in and out if you like want to talk to a woman or out and about. No, I'm not a pickup artist, but it works. I mean, everybody should know how to interact with an individual. Trust me, guys. Sign up for the Patreon, and I'll put that on there tomorrow. But brother, how will you? What is your purpose of cold approaching? Is it like to get laid, or just to like have a relationship? What's your usual goal?
Okay, that's a good question. I mean, I guess the main thing is I wanna get some action. Whether that goes into a relationship or what, I'm not really thinking about that when I'm cold approaching. You know.
Okay, so
it's mostly about getting some.
Okay, so getting laid. Well, of course. And do you? So you're just overly? Are you frustrated? Are you done with it, or do you ever give it a break, like a month or 2 or a year or whatever? You just continue to, go ahead.
I definitely kind of go through phases, but I'm still kind of like right now in a pretty hungry phase or thirsty, I guess.
Do you have any women in your stable, on your roster or anything?
I have, one.
Oh, so you're basically one away from having nothing.
Yeah.
So she could wake up tomorrow. Now that one on your stable, in your roster, where did you meet her? Was it a cold approach? Was it online dating, or what? What was it?
The story with that is she actually met me in college, and she kind of came up to me during a break. So I've actually known her for a long time.
So when was the last time you fucked this woman?
I think like a couple 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. And has it been in like an on? How many times have you fucked? Has it been an on and off thing? Do you have like a scheduled meet up, pump and dump thing? Or?
It's completely unscheduled, but it's like in the thousands with her.
The thousands?
Yeah, she's definitely like the number one for sure.
Oh, and did she suck good dick? I take it.
Yeah, she does. She definitely has gotten better for sure.
Right, through trial and error. So you fucked her tons of times over how many years?
Like 10.
10 years. Okay. And does she live near you?
Yeah, she does.
Oh, okay. How old is she?
She's 36.
36, and you're 33. Okay, so
Yep.
what's stopping you from kind of settling down with this chick? Is she still taking, or is she? What's stopping you to kind of as far as consistently? Because 3 weeks is kind of a,
Okay. Yeah, you're talking about just from like the getting laid side.
Yeah, like as far as consistent lay. You know what I'm saying? Like once a week or
Right.
once every 3. What's stopping you from doing that?
Okay, yeah. Let me explain. So first of all, she has 2 kids.
Oh, damn. Somebody called it out in here.
Yeah, and it's getting harder and harder to make her want to get together, and it's like you always have to have an event. She's not the type of girl that just would come over. You know what I mean?
Oh, I hate them bitches, man. Take me out.
Yeah.
I want to have a good time first before I get up the pussy. Oh, fuck shit.
Right.
So do you take her out? I take it to the event before you smash.
Yeah, pretty much all the time. Sometimes not. Sometimes I might just, go over to her place at night, but that's more rare.
Oh, probably because her kids are probably there. Or...
Yeah, yep,
Now, does she have kids by two different men, or is it the same guy?
same.
Oh, same guy. Okay, well,
Yep.
hey, I mean, you got one, I guess, in your stable, but she probably stick around because I mean, what can she do? She's a single mother. Shit.
Right.
So, have you done the online dating route?
Yeah, and I've had really bad luck with that.
And what kind of bad luck?
Like, I send off tons of messages and get no responses.
Do you copy and paste, like, your messages or whatever? Or?
No, but I send really basic things like hi, hello there, or stuff like that.
Okay. And, and so you don't do the online dating thing anymore?
Yeah, I've already tried it, and yeah, I've like maybe met one girl, but nothing really came out of it. Like, except for just a couple hangouts,
Did you fuck?
No, we just did. No, we didn't.
How long ago was this?
That was a long time ago. I would say probably like 6 years.
Oh damn. Oh, so you're just strictly cold approach, basically.
Pretty much.
Well, I mean, honestly, I mean, if you want quick fuck, well, you are. Well, I can see how it could be frustrating when you stuck with this single mother for 10 years, and you're like, oh, I can't break through, type of thing,
Right.
How tall are you, if you don't mind me asking?
5'9".
5'9". Well, there's guys that are average height that get with good looking chicks. Trust me. That's why I tell a lot of guys, height isn't everything. Yes, it's a good perk. I'm gonna be honest. But I've seen a lot of like average guys, 5'8", 5'9", 5'7" type of guy that walk around downtown Chicago with a lot of attractive women.
Yeah. From where I'm at too, there's some guys I know that are shorter than me that have absolutely gorgeous girlfriends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a lot of times it's now they are, from your vantage point, are they attractive men in your eyes? No homo. Do they?
I would say yeah, but mostly with those guys, they have like this really good personality. Like they're extremely charismatic.
Right. So you gotta basically and that's what. But a lot of times, and I noticed if you're and I talked about the Fat Mike situation. If you guys weren't hearing that live stream a while back with the guy at school, but and yes, height does help. But do you deal with a lot more bullshit? Yes, I've had women that just want to fuck me because I was tall, and like I fucked with this chick. She was 5'9", and or 5, and she wanted a guy, of course, that was taller than her. So she you get laid just off sheer height because she wants a guy that's like 3-4 inches taller than her. Every woman wants a guy that towers over her. So but a lot of it it does come down to not a lot of it. It comes down to looks, but you can be. The personality does help, but if you got a personality but you don't have the looks, it's not going to. It's not going to necessarily work. Like you'll be just a friend around, and like you'll go out with her, and hey, like a kind of like a friend type of thing. But and guys, these dating coaches, I know they're gonna lie to you. They lie to you because they gotta sell a product. I mean, I don't blame them. If they tell you that looks matter, they can't sell their books. Period. Looks do matter. Now, to kind of maybe keep her around long term here and there, I noticed that being kind of charismatic or being outgoing does help because women like to go out and do things. Especially the more attractive she is, the more she's gonna want to put her looks to use so she can be seen out and about. She's not gonna necessarily want to stay in the house. I noticed with attractive women, or even the below average women, they want to go out. Now the piggies or the below average, she don't care about being in the house. She's a piggy for a reason. But I mean, it's how it is. Personality matters here and there for long term to keep the bitch around if she's attractive. But looks, because what she's thinking about is looks, guys. I told you this before. She's thinking about, can he be my +1 to a wedding? You got to understand, guys, these attractive women, they're looking for the whole shebang. They're looking for, can he be my +1? Can we go out camping with all my friends? It's always you're gonna be included in her circle. You ain't just pumping and dumping no attractive ass bitch. That ain't happening. She's a social ass, butterfly ass bitch, and she wanna know, can I have this guy around my friends and us? I'm serious. That's why like some women like, you know, I fucked and they were attractive and they a lot of times they see me as like, you know, I probably can't use them as a plus one. I don't know what they got that feel. I wasn't necessarily, I probably wouldn't be good around her friends. So a lot of times they'll just say, you know, this ain't gonna work out, and I kind of knew why, you know. And again, it goes with the friends test, like a shy cryptic. She'll listen if her friends don't give the go ahead and the approval and the good job, Sarah. Yes, Brittany, he's the one. Guess what? She gonna be like, she ain't gonna really go for it, bro. I'm telling you. But go ahead, man. I took up the line.
No, it's cool, but yeah, man, I'm just kind of struggling with that, and it's just tough, I guess, and I don't know, man.
Well, now you're 33. Where do you go from here, my brother? Do you are you going out next weekend and approaching a woman? Matter of fact, do you approach women throughout the day, like during the week?
You know, it's not like it's like a daily thing, you know. But if I see an opportunity, I try to go for it. But many times I don't even do that, you know.
Right? Does it get overwhelming?
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know. It's always kind of tough. Like maybe I might look at the situation a little too hard. Like try to be like, okay, does she have a ring on her finger, you know, or whatever. Maybe I look at the situation too much instead of just going for it.
It's true. It's true, man. It's how it is. It takes a lot for a man to do that. You know, of course, women ain't gonna never approach. They always want the right of refusal. They always want that.
Right.
First right of refusal.
Yeah.
All right, listen, brother. Appreciate you for calling, giving us your take on your pickup 200. Man, heck, I probably approached probably about 100 in my life.
So, Darius, what's your percent then?
If I approached 100 in my life, I would say, you know, it wasn't 100. It was about 50. Let's say 100. 100 in my life, my percentage is about, well, my percentage, my brothers, let me say this. It went up when I was overseas. So, like, if I approached 100 women in the States only, that should be about five, probably about 5 women. But when I was overseas and when I approached lumping all that in, you know, and everything, being overseas and shit, the percentages I fucked about, including in the States back home, I fucked, I'll say 25 women.
That's pretty good.
Possibly 30. But that's the thanks to overseas. And back here, I mean, shit, that's when my percentage fell off. You know, when I start fucking approaching bitches here, now my percentage went down. I was probably about 85% overseas, but then when I came back here, that shit dropped all the way down to 25%. You know, my free throw percentage went down. Fuck, but that's what it is, guys. And I don't want to blame, you know, American women, but American women do make that shit difficult. Because so much goes into it with this approaching and all this shit, man. You won't believe, man. You know.
I got one more question before I go. So which Patreon tier is the one with is going to have the conversation tactics?
The $10 Patreon will have the conversation tactic. All of it's $10 Patreon. I wanted to make it affordable for you guys. I know a lot of guys are like, oh, I don't have it, man, like that. I don't get it like that. Knowing damn well they breaking bread on sluts. But it's going to be the $10 Patreon because I'm going to have it works. It gets you in and out. It gets you boom. You'll use it. It's probably take well, I'll have it on there. It won't take long. You guys won't be like blah 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 blah. So you won't be looking foolish. Okay, so I'll put that kind of approach package together, and you'll see it most likely tomorrow. I'll have it up there tomorrow. All right. Matter of fact, I'll put the link up to the Patreon. All right.
All right, sounds good.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling, man. Appreciate it.
All right, bye.
Who the fuck unsubscribed? What's your name? Talk to us. Where you from? Can y'all hear this man? Say it louder. I get you. Please. No, I cannot hear this man. Barely. Say it louder. Now yell. Seriously. Barely, dude. I'm being honest. I can hear a tiny bit. Like, I don't know what the issue is with your phone. Please fix it and call back. It's his phone because I can hear him yelling, but it's like, can you hear me? It's like he's like far away, but he's yelling. Walkie-talkie reporting. So guys, there's my Patreon link. Become a patron. Support the stream. Area 51. But it becomes frustrating and annoying. You know, it's. I don't blame men for saying fuck it. And a lot of PUAs and dating coaches, they say, man, you're a coward, you're afraid, get out there. A lot of it's just men getting tired. A lot of it is just guys are getting tired. I'm ready to wear a scarf because guys have supported and turning it red. They dropped the bomb. Booster Coyote and Mickey. I'm going to do this every time, every stream that occurs. More competition for them. Why are they going off like that? Well, call in, please. Somebody says still arise trying to call. Call in. Who supports the LGBT? Mostly women. Women shame men too for not. I agree. That's why I seen on the dating channel. It was like a recommended. It was like, and women was like, I want guys to approach me. But with the guys that approach you, you don't like those guys. Y'all hoes so fucking picky. Women are extremely fucking picky. So you got a guy that approach you. I don't like what he said. I don't like how he did. I don't like. Y'all bitches care about height. Y'all care about face, nose, eyes, how he stands, what he says, how you're feeling. So even if he checks off everything, you might not be feeling it that day. Your tummy might hurt. My dad died. I got fired. Or whatever the case may be. My fingernail. Like, guys, do you know a woman's fingernail could break and she just say no to you automatically? It's all about her feelings. So when these women complain and be like, I want a guy to approach me. You don't like 95% of the guys that approach you. You don't like the 5%. That's why it's so ridiculous, man. It really annoys me. Like, these women do not like 95% of the guys that approach them. Do y'all believe that? That's crazy. So you telling me my black ass gonna be in that 5%? Then when I approach you, I gotta sell myself. It's like that shit just. Go ahead, tell us where you from, brother.
Well, it's Brown Hornet again, 1975.
What's going on, Brown Hornet?
What up, man? I was talking about that cold coaching versus that online thing and the choosing signals, man. I don't cold approach, yo. I don't do it. I ain't fucking with it. It's a waste of my time. I don't wait. I just watch. If I see choosing signals, then I go. And usually, 9 times out of 10, it works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes, I mean, a woman could be, you know, nervous and et cetera, et cetera. It's just these women, man.
Sometimes they'll put themselves in my orbit. A lot of times they do that. They'll ask me a question or something, an off-centered question, or they know the answer to.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'll just shoot from there.
Yeah, a lot of women, they'll say, like I had a lot of women say, "How tall are you?" I always get that, or I always get
Right.
Where'd you get those shoes from? Or would you you know, like some stupid question. I'm like, bitch. So, and then if the fact of the matter is, when they come up to you and do that, they expected you to, like, God, these bitches are so lazy. Like, I'm not with the whole. I understand the whole the choose and signal a question, But if you ask me how tall I am, I expect you to keep the shit going and ask my number. Not like they want you to read their mind like, oh, I'm 6'3".
I know.
Okay, then you sitting like, okay, what next? Then she'll look at you like, oh. Then they get mad when you don't follow through and ask for their number. Like, y'all bitches got a mouth, you know?
Right. Listen, cold approaching, yeah, take balls and all that, but me, that's just a waste of time. That's showing them that they're the prize and I'm trying to win them over. I ain't trying to win you over. You got to win me over. I'm the fucking prize.
Exactly.
I'm not going to play those type of games. I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm. That's how it is, man. What?
Not doing it. If I see some kind of signals you want, look at me, smile, something, then I'll do it. That's all I'm choosing. I'll do it. I have bitches hard choose on me, and I don't go for every bitch that choose up on me. I don't be liking them. I'm picky too. The bitches is picky. I'm picky as a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. That's how it is, man. I mean, it's a cold world overall. I came to realize men and women don't like each other. Well, men like women more so, but women don't like men. They just want to see what we can do for them. I've came to that conclusion. You know.
Yep.
It's fucked up as it is. It's a cold ass world, but guess what? This is what the shit we gotta live in this shit. You know.
Yep.
It is what it is. Anything else, Brown Hornet? The floor is yours, dude.
Oh, what you said?
The floor, yeah.
I think we were talking about that cold approaching and that thing.
Matter of fact, let me ask you this, Brown Hornet. Have you done online dating and the fuck apps and had success with that?
Yeah, I've been POA for a couple years back. I met a couple bitches and shit. Since I've been with my ex bitch, I ain't fuck with the shit now, but I'm back on Tinder and all that shit. I've seen a couple bitches on Tinder, but I ain't really like them. The ones that like me, I'm picky, man. I'm like, oh, they're older and shit. I don't like no bitch that's 40-something years old. I don't like that shit.
Right. An old ass model.
Man, that's the thing with me. I can get a lot more pussy than I would like, but I'm just extra picky. Bitches be, I don't like the way they look and all this shit, man. I'm funny like that, dude.
Right.
That's why for me to get, and I ain't get into no relationship ever again, but for me to get into a relationship or anything, I'm super picky. I gotta like certain shit about you, and that's just me, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. They that way, I'm that way too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't just go for anything.
Even
But yeah, the little swipe shit. I'm fucking with the little Tinder shit, the little swipe shit. I got a couple numbers, but one bitch, she was 42. She's so aggressive and all this shit. Asking me all these kind of questions and interviewing me. I'm not interviewing.
cause she knows she ain't had no motherfucking life. Like these older women, they be trying to get straight. That is fine, but if she like 40, 45, you know she gon' like, so what about this? So what do you see this going? It's like, damn, let me just let me process shit, man. They be old because they know they looks is gone, you know?
And I was like, why are you not into a relationship? Why are you not in a relationship right now? Oh, my friend said I'm super picky. At that fucking age, you're super picky. Shit. Your ass gonna stay that way too. You gonna stay your ass alone too.
Yeah.
I can tell why she was so aggressive, a black chick.
Oh,
Aggressive.
man, y'all better stay away from the black bitches like that, man. I'm telling you, I might have to do a whole piece. I might have to do a whole piece on black women so guys can understand how much they dislike black men. I'm gonna really do that, man.
Super aggressive, man. Mm-hmm. Aggressive with me. I don't like no aggressive female.
Hell no.
Femininity. That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's how it gotta be.
Aggression.
If she ain't feminine, I ain't fucking. I only want to talk to you.
No. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you're giving it away. Tell me, no, I'm good. I don't like no aggressive female. I'm good.
Yeah. Seriously, man. Oh, for the guys that you know, I'll announce that at a future live stream. I had it in my head, but I got a big announcement. I'll probably announce it next week. But thank you, Brown Hornet, for calling. I appreciate you, my brother.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for the comment. We need guys like y'all, man.
Listen, I'm staying strong, man. You guys support me, I'm support you guys, man.
Yes, sir.
Black women just need to stop acting like me. He sound like Lord Jamar. What's your name, man? Talk to us. Where you from?
This is Jerry from Miami. How you doing, Davis?
I'm doing great.
Like, the reason women act the way they do is because
like, you know, society basically let them do whatever they want. So, you know, we got Me Too, the slut walk, the feminists. Because if you go to Pakistan and, you know, Iraq or, you know, Jordan or whatever island, they don't let their women, you know, run through them. Because, you know, if a woman cheat on her husband, she's gonna die.
Okay, question. Do you have you ever thought about going overseas to maybe getting a woman from over there or no?
I heard about women overseas, like they like gold diggers, they worship women in the United States.
So what do you what
I
about?
would go overseas. I don't have the funds like that.
Okay, so question. Let's talk about the topic at hand. Have you ever? How often do you cold approach? Have you cold approached anyone, a woman recently, or?
Yeah, I could approach most of the time. It's not a fun thing, but you know, I do it.
It's not right. It is. That's something I admit. I get a lot of guys tell me, yeah, they want to get laid, but it's not fun. Like it's not enjoyable because.
I rather, like, to be honest, if a man is struggling to get laid or get pussy, I rather you pay for it. Because right now it's like we have feminists, we have Me Too, we have slut walkers. So if you want to get laid, fast go to your local strip club or look for your local prostitute. Because right now we have three things against us, and plus we have LGBTQ.
I agree.
So I rather a man pay for pussy, you know. Because right now it's really hard. These women they have a lot of control, and the white man is letting it happen.
I agree. Listen,
So
brother.
now abortion is illegal now.
I know.
So, you know,
I agree.
it's
Listen,
like the power men give women. Because, you know, men have to give women power.
of course.
You know.
Of course. And I believe, and I personally believe, and this is why before we wrap this call up, I believe that's why women don't cold approach or approach us, men, because they know that if they approach us, that they're giving us their power.
It's going to take the fun out of it.
They so that they don't have the right of first refusal. That's why women never approach us, guys, because yeah, they cowards. We can say that, but when it comes down to, they don't want to give their power up to us. You know.
Yeah, and they don't really have to like you too. Because I've seen women approach guys, and those type of guys, they look like football players.
Yeah, you have to be insanely attractive in a woman's eyes. Like,
Or like I have a perfect body.
yeah, you really do. You got to be insanely attractive to really have a woman approach you, and it's in her eyes. But to be honest with you, a consensus it has to be. You have to be just insanely top attractive, like top for a woman to approach you. Yes, that's what it has to be. Guy, it's how it has to be, man. For a woman to approach you. Thank you for calling, man. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
And that's what I noticed, man. So women unable. So that's what it comes down to. It's nothing that we have women are cowards, but women just don't want to give their power up. They want to always maintain in the guy's mind that, oh, she's the prize. That's what it comes down to, guys. Point blank period. This is why women will never approach you, because they want to maintain that mind or that ideology that I'm the prize, the guy has to approach me. That's why women say, oh, even if I've seen women on social media, even if I like him, I would never talk to him. Like, guys, I'm serious. Matter of fact, I can go on Twitter and do a poll right now. I can go on Twitter and put a thread. Even if a woman likes you, they have told me this. They've really found men really attractive, but you know what they said? They never approached them, and because, you know why? It wasn't because they were necessarily scared. That could have been a factor, but the main factor is because they do not want to seem like they're not the prize. And women have this goddess queen mind frame, this princess mind frame that I have to be saved. He has to approach me. And the guy could be out and about, and she could just come around and maybe look for some, or she might be in the bread aisle and she might follow you and come down, and she might like try to grab some bread in the same area you at, and you like, oh, okay, here you go, and then you say, oh, here you go, excuse me, and then you know get your bread and you still looking, then she'll be looking kind of at you like, and you like, bitch, are you gonna say something? Matter of fact, the most recent bitch that had approached me, it was probably like 3 months ago. I think I told you guys. I was at this grocery store, and I was in the aisle, and this woman, you know, it was too far. It was too many customers in the aisle, so I had to go to a different aisle where they opened up at. And then, do you know this woman literally almost damn near ran behind me? And she was like, "Hey, do you smoke?" And I was like, "Oh no." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And she was like, "Oh, you got some nice shoes." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." And I'm like, "Bitch, just say you fucking want to talk to me." Cause she had that spunk on her. Like a lot of guys, like when you dealt with enough women, you can tell which women like black men. You can just automatically tell. They give it away so easy. So she had that like spunk on her that like she liked black men, and I'm like, and I thought about, I was so close to like, hey, you know, we should exchange something to hang out. But I was like, man, I was just like, man, bro, I was just tired of these bitches like not saying shit. So you want me to just like they just want right of first refusal. That's what it is. These bitches say, hey, here's my number. They could easily do that. But they don't want to. They want right of first refusal. And that's what they just fuck up. That's why they miserable as they is now. It's annoying, but that's what it is. Guys, make sure you subscribe to my second channel. No, she was she was actually an in shape type of chick. She wasn't a pog, actually. Believe it or not. Guys, I'm not a pog magnet. Don't get that through your head. I'm not like a pog, thick white chick magnet. I just, you know, those been the bulk of women I fuck with because let's keep it real. The vast majority of women in the United States are fucking pogs. Believe it or not. I'm not a pogster, but the vast majority of women in the United States are fucking thicker chicks. It's just how it is. You're gonna be fucking with a woman who weighs more than you. A lot of the times. Of course, I like them lean too, Solid Nate. But I know the vast majority of women I'm going to encounter ain't lean. It's like, guys, think of this. Why would a woman ever want to get in shape if she knows that tons of guys don't give a fuck about her weight? Listen, guys, my ideal bitch is a slim ass bitch. Believe me. But why would a woman want to get in shape if us men don't hold them to a standard? If us men just, if it's so many different men that say, okay, man, I don't give a fuck. I'll work. I don't care if you don't work out. That's why you have 350-pound bitches walking around on the online dating apps and shit, thinking they the shit. Bitches be homeless, drive a 1998 Kia, and you drive a 2015, 2016 vehicle. And then guess what? That bitch thinks she's still better than you. That bitch live on a couch with her grandmother, and she waiting on her grandmother to die so she can get the house. I'm serious, man. And these bitches think like, oh, I don't gotta do nothing. Man, it's just a whole shit show, man. When it comes down to it, man, this whole dating shit, cold approaching or online dating, this whole shit show. It's trash. Guys, y'all think I'm playing these bitches, man? I've talked to so many women in my life. Like, I had this one woman, she was like, yeah, I'm waiting. My grandmother, she's getting ready to pass away eventually. She gonna give me the house. I'm like, I was like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, you waiting on your grandmother to die so you can get the inheritance? And she snuck me in. She didn't sneak me in. Her grandmother was like sick, and she took care of her grandmother. Yeah, she had no empathy, so she snuck me in her crib, or her grandmother's crib. And we fucked. But I was like, that's kind of fucked up. You don't care. I'm like, so you waited on your grandmother to die. And I asked her how long she been living with her grandmother. She said 7 years. So that bitch was, I think she was like 20. It was like, she's probably like mid-20s. So like, what if your grandmother lived mid to late 20s. Once your grandmother live for another 10, 15 years, you're going to be sitting in that same house, bringing gas in and out. That bitch on bed rest. You got to clean shit out of her ass. And you got to, it's crazy. Oh shit! Press one if y'all have a good time in this motherfucker, man. Matter of fact, press the fire emoji. Me too. I like slim women. Yeah, every man, guys, every man finds slim women. That's nature. Just like every woman likes a man who's financially stable and strong, and you know that's how it is. That's just how nature is. But what's going on is women have basically turned the tables as far as the relationship, like men and women, how we interact with each other, what we expect. So now women are saying, well, if you don't like my fat ass, then whatever. That's why you see online dating, like, I'm a BBW, I'm thicker girl. If you don't like that, keep it moving. It's like, what the fuck? That's what's going on now. She'll say this on online dating. I'm quite sure y'all seen this shit. If I'm a BBW, I'm a thicker girl, or yeah, I'm fat. If you don't like it, swipe left. What the fuck? How about I don't have no job, I'm fat, I don't have no car or place to live. If you don't like it, swipe left. And I said before, even if you have all that shit, the bitch is still gonna play games. Yeah, if you can handle a BBW, a strong woman, then keep it moving or swipe left. Yeah, majority of women had it in their bio. They get just too comfortable. Yeah. I'm a thicker girl. If you don't like that, swipe left or keep it moving. Or I got 3 kids. Or I got 2 kids. If you don't, I'm a full-time single mom. If you don't like that, swipe left. Or keep it moving. It's like, and then I notice on online dating, they never state the stuff that they like to do. Or it's not they like to do. They never state the things that they bring to the table. They never say, oh, I can cook. Like it's always, have you noticed that, guys, on your online dating app, what do you put on your online dating app if you have one? You put most likely, shout out to Mr. Gold Champion 23. You most likely put like the things you like to do and the things that you're capable of doing. Like maybe I'm a good communicator. I went to school here. I like, these are my hobbies, or I like to stay in shape. Man, the bitches put on their online dating profile. They put, I'm looking for a man. I'm a foodie. You know how many times I heard foodie in my life on online dating app? I'm looking for a foodie. I like to travel. So that means you want to eat off my dime and me take you on trips. That's why the whole dating dynamic, it's no point of doing it. Like, that's why, like, if I'm not like pumping, that's why guys like get mad at me, like, man, so don't you see like any long-term relationship? Like, no, man. Because I already see that shit, how that shit is. They want a foodie and a man who likes to travel, and I'm looking for they say they're looking for a guy on an adventure. So basically, you want a guy that he don't know where he's going in life. I said this before. This is what an adventure is. An adventure means you don't know where you're going. Just come with me. Come down. Come over. Like you don't know where you're going in life. I want to go on an adventure with a guy. What type of shit is that? So you just want me to, they'll run you off a cliff. As long as it's an adventure, they had a good time. You run off. They don't like structure. They don't like anything, you know. They just don't like direction type of thing. Must love dog. I had this one bitch. Matter of fact, I got a collage, guys. I got a whole collage. I'm gonna put on Patreon. I've screenshotted about. Let me see real quick. And people sent me some shit too. Let me see how many Tinder profiles I got. I have right now. I have, and I'm gonna put this on Patreon. I'm gonna do a full review. Y'all gonna see all the profiles I got. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Shit. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow. Matter of fact, I'm gonna reach off one, and I want y'all to become a patron. Chris HCL, show us. Become a patron. How about that? I'll reach off one. A little teaser for all my patrons that are on there. Y'all going, I might do this day after tomorrow. I'm just getting a lot of collages, together. This female, she's her name is Emily. I'd say a cute chick with makeup. But her profile says she's a server, bartender, beverage cart at Eaglewood Resort and Spa. She went to the College of DuPage. If y'all don't know what COD is, y'all live in Illinois, y'all probably know. But anyway, she said, her bio says, I only swipe right while I'm drinking. Beautiful jawlines make me moist. If your first pick is a group photo, I only swiped because I thought you were the hot one. This is one out of the many I have. I'm gonna have a collage, guys. You guys, this is gonna be fun. Got a lot of stuff for the patrons, man. I'm gonna read that off to you one more time. Shit. I lost that motherfucker here. Oh, here it is. She says, I only swipe right when I'm drinking. Beautiful jawlines make me moist. So what does that mean? I told you about looks. If your first pick is a group photo, I only swiped because I thought you were the hot one. Which means she swiped because it was a whole bunch of men in there and it was just ridiculous. Basically, she's saying, I'm a slut. I'll take any of your buddies or friends and you in a group photo with. That's how it is, man. That's only one. I'll give a sneak preview. Should have did that. Crazy, ain't it? And women wonder why guys just want to pump and dump. I ain't trying to deal with that headache. Here's the thing. And after you get the whole online dating app thing, and let's say you happen to get a successful relationship with a bitch. Cool. Let's say you happen to do that. Do you know that woman is so used to getting attention from different guys on online dating, she ain't gonna be able to let that shit go. If you got a screenshot, matter of fact, if any of y'all guys, any of you men are on Tinder, please send me a screenshot of any fuck ass dating profiles. Text it to me. I really don't like y'all texting to me, but you can email. I know texting is much quicker. Send any crazy Tinder bio / profile to me. 630-618-7110. I got about 14, 15 out. Crazy. Pastor, hear this one. I saw one on Tinder. My looks are about a 3 and my personality is a 10. I seen that shit. You ain't the only one, Triple R. My looks are a 3 and my personality is a 10, so technically I'm a my looks are a 3, my personality is a 7, so technically I'm a 10. Basically add that shit together. It's like, what type of shit is that, man? That's how these women are, man. Foolish. So guys, these are the pros and cons of the online dating versus cold approach. Also, if you want to add me on Tinder, what the fuck? I say add me on Tinder. Add me on Twitter. What the fuck? Shit, let's get out of this shit, man. If you want to add me on Tinder, here's my I mean Twitter. I said it fucking again. Let's get out of here. I'm out of juice. Here's my Twitter account. Guys, make sure you turn on notifications for my Twitter. We got a lot of good shit. No homo. There's the Twitter. Click on the link. Some of y'all wouldn't even do that. Also, add me on Twitter. It's Darius_M4. And my Snapchat is the same thing. Darius_M4. Cold Approach. It's Cold Approach is some, man, it's some, bruh. Man, it's so skewed and so fucked up because, like I said, you don't know what the fuck that woman really is into, if what she really likes, how she really is. It's just like you're just taking a huge gamble. Shout out to TJ McAvoy Jensen. Thank you for contributing, my brother. He said Darius' Twitter is lit. Guys, all y'all need to make a Twitter to stay updated. Because yeah, the Facebook page is great, but I found out I can't say half of the shit that I say on Twitter. I be going in. Plus, y'all can still reach me there through through direct message too. So there's my Twitter. It's Darius_M4, as well as my Snapchat. Add me on there. At least do something. A lot of y'all just look at me. I don't know. We got 388 guys in here. Make yourself fucking useful. Also, add me on the Facebook page. Thank you guys for showing your support. All you men who contributed today. The men who are going to become a patron. Means a lot. I'm doing it for you guys. There's a Facebook page. Like that. Thinking of some other shit. Subscribe to the second channel. Darius, you're so good at MGTOW relationship advice that you should start a website and start giving paid consultation. Well, I do like one-on-one sessions and whatnot. I thought about having a website for it. But hey, I'm all about, I let guys know. If you want a one-on-one session with me, just email me. It's that simple. I actually got a good video for you guys tomorrow. Because a lot of people have been asking about this particular video. I love Thinking Ape. Thinking Ape, man. Sometimes I go to sleep to him because he got no homo. He got good ass content. I love Stardust. He dropped a video earlier today, so I'm gonna check that shit out. Good work, bro. You've saving us a lot of headaches. Shout to Mr. X. Shout to Mr. Martinez Bennerman. Great to see you. Shit. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Any other questions, concerns that you guys might have? Damn, y'all sending me the Tinder bios quick. Hey, make sure you guys send me these Tinder bios. I already got 4 of them. Oh, okay. This guy just sent I'm 18. Where's my boyfriend at? Don't text me or even like me if you just trying to fuck. But she got her lips poking out. It's like this is my thing, man. These women, they want boyfriends, right? And I tweeted this shit. They want a boyfriend, but they don't want to give up the pussy. It's like in order for you to get the boyfriend, he has to test drive your bitch ass. He got to test drive the female. He got to test drive the pussy to see if it's good enough. A lot of these women just, I want you to commit to me. It's not logical. And the reason why these women withhold sex or say, I'm going to look for hookups or no pussy or nothing like that is because they know that's the only thing they got to offer. They know for a fact that if they give it up to you, they know that you won't contact them ever again. They know that they don't have much to give you. and or they haven't worked on any other thing like cooking or maybe submissive. Maybe they don't want to give a massage, and all these other things like that. No hookups. So you want me to buy it before I test drive? And here's the thing: even if they, and I said this on Twitter, even if they have like even if you go with the flow, let's say you just say, okay, you know what, I'll just deal with it. She'll withhold sex until, like, women think, okay, let's say she'll get like 3 to 4 dates, then the guy just fuck her and leave because he's so frustrated. He like, man, I'm sick of this shit. Serious. I've been there before too. Eric Archer, how do you meet women without cold approach in a new city with no friends? Well, Mr. Eric Archer, I'll be glad to ask that question. First, you gotta email me so we can set up a one-on-one session. Oh shit! You thought I was just gonna give you all that advice for free? Email me. Let's set up a one-on-one session. Stop being lazy, and we'll go from there. Is that cool, Mr. Archer? He probably like, man, I don't think I'll do that, man. That's a little bit too steep. Well, continue to suffer. I don't know, but I'll live. I will live. So, my email. Well, I'm just a smart human being. A lot of guys just want, guys, these dating coaches charging. I know a guy right now. He charges people $500 for 1 hour. Ain't that crazy? He charges $500 for a fucking hour. And I can blow his advice out of the water. Crazy, ain't it? I've already done the field work. I've been out there with the most savage of savage type of women. Yeah, man. A lot of guys like, man, I need some help with something. Okay, hey, you want a one-on-one session? They say, oh, man, no, man. All right, guys. Any other questions, concerns? Well, email me. There's my email. We can set one up. Hey, we can do it after this. It don't even got to be about women, guys. Because I know the bulk of our shit is about bitches, which is annoying a lot of the times. But it can be about life in general. I've talked to men who have been depressed, who are suicidal, who lost a family member. Seriously. Talk to guys who going through a lot in life. A lot talk to guys who just want to, talk about whatever the case may be, something going on. Whatever it is. Any recommendations on chicks posting Snapchats regarding watching their snaps? Oh yeah. T Farm X. Well, if a woman's like posting her snaps, and she's basically trying to get your attention, what she's trying to do is let you know that you need to email me so we can set up a one-on-one session that I can let you know. Oh shit, I can do this all day. Listen, y'all playing games in here, man. Y'all are really playing. But Eric, it's all about it. What are any other announcements, my brothers? Ralphie, the Pillars, Ralphie, Mickey's, the Brown Hornets, Rain Gods. Any other announcements? TJ McAvoy Jensen, Gold Champion. What's the best sex position? Oh, that's easy. Y'all know me. I only gotta say a word. What's the best sex position? That's all I gotta say. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Let me ask y'all a question. What do guys get off missionary? What do guys get off doing missionary position? Like, do you like looking at her face? Hell yeah. Y'all know I'm the cheek clapper. Shit. All right. like doing that if she's pretty. Cause then that means I'm letting her. I don't like doing that. Because in my opinion, if you on top of her fucking her missionary style, that means like that's the making love position. Like, oh, I want to like reverence you. Oh my God, you look so good. And the 99% of the time she got on makeup, so she don't even look that good. No, we straight clapping cheeks. Grab their neck and turn their head to face you. Oh, a trivial game. Hey, didn't we do a trivial game? Then we kind of done kind of early. I'm trying to think of anything the regarding the topic. Y'all remember we did what was that thing? It was like a trivial game a while back. Like guess the number or some shit. But let's end it up. Let's end the session like this. The sermon. Excuse me. Where I'm gonna go? Where I'm gonna go? Hold up.
I can show you better. Bro, you drunk. You call me. Because I can show you better, man. I can show you better. I'm begging you. I'm begging. Please. I can show you better. I know I can, man. I know it. I just know it, man. Just let me, please. I know the past time you done gave me chance after chance. You have. You always give me benefit of the doubt. You always believe in me. Just please, man.
What am I giving you another chance to do?
Just please. Not to hurt you. Not to mistreat you. Not to lie to you. None of that. You're not giving me a chance to let you down. Please. Please. I'm fucking begging you. Please. Just this one. Just please, man. I'm telling you. This is not the life, man. This is not the fucking life.
Hold on. He said this is not the life? So what's the life? Man. Oh, this is my video, guys. This is actually on my second channel. So if you guys want to watch this video, I'll post it in a second. I don't know, but guys, everything I do and I post or I let you guys listen to, it's for a purpose. Yeah, we get a good laugh out of it and all that shit. But I want you to realize that, listen, it's guys out there who think their life is shit without a woman. And I don't want y'all to have any sort of feeling like these guys that I'll be let y'all listen to. So y'all can get a good laugh and say, man, fuck that. So y'all can hear, because a lot of y'all don't hear people begging like this. Y'all don't hear any individuals begging like this. Here it is.
Please, man. Please. You always said I can't go with you, but that's okay. Please, I'm fucking begging you, please.
This is a whole minute. I think a whole.
Just please, man. I'm telling you. You better. I'm begging you. I'm begging.
Hold on. I mean,
I can show you better. I know I can, man.
Just
I
li-
know it. I just know it.
here it is.
You get drunk.
Just listen to it.
The last time
And this I'll close it.
you get drunk, you call me. Because I can show you better, man. I can show you better. I'm begging you. I'm begging. Please. I can show you better. I know I can, man. I know it. I just know it, man. Just let me, please. I know the past time you done gave me chance after chance. You have. You always give me benefit of the doubt. You always believe in me. Just please, man.
What am I giving you another chance to do?
Just please. Not to hurt you. Not to mistreat you. Not to lie to you. None of that. You're not giving me a chance to let you down. Please. I'm fucking begging you. Please. Just this one. Just please, man. I'm telling you. This is not the life, man. This is not the fucking life, man. Please, man. Please. You already said I can't go with you, but that's okay. But please.
I'm telling you, this is not the fucking life, man. This is not the normal, man. This is not the, oh, here we go again. No. Just please. You already put your brother, so I know I can't go, man. But just please, man. Just please. I'm begging you. Please, Alexis, please, please. Alexis, Mom, I'm begging you, please. Please, man. Please. Alexis, look at me, please, man. That's all I can keep saying is just please.
Please what?
Please, man. Please.
No.
God, Alexis, please, man. Please. Please. This is not the life, man. I promise. Just.
So I really want to take.
That's sick, man. That's sick.